men to get information for men. The easy way to do it was in bed. They could get information that men would never be able to get.
Sex became a stealth weapon of intelligence agencies. However, this practice is prohibited by the CIA.
The agency does not use sexual coercion, blackmail, or entrapment in particular, not because that perhaps wouldn't work, but because we are simply forbidden by law to do that. There is an inherent, explicit forbiddance to be involved in sexual entrapment.
As a result, agency personnel are often tested about their proclivity towards such behavior.
We are hooked up to a polygraph machine and ask those specific questions. And the purpose is to ensure that that kind of unacceptable, illegal activity is not taking place.
Forbidden or not, using seduction to procure secrets proved to be a successful tactic. Desirable to spy agencies, but damaging to those who fell into the tantalizing trap.
The Americans even made films warning their officials about the dangers of falling for sexy female interpreters. I mean, it must have been difficult for them. After all, a cunning linguist can turn any man's head. Well, after the break, it's Fashanu's Football Challenge. All the week's woes for Fash FC purged before the big match on Sunday at 8:30. Keep it right where it is. I like that word, purged.
This year, only one romantic comedy can explain the insanity of love. Wow. Something's gotta give.
I'm all clear.
When I first got the all clear, I didn't know how to react. It only really began to sink in when I told Mum.
Thanks to cancer research, more people than ever before are hearing the words all clear. Please call Cancer Research UK on 0800 038 1000 and give £2 a month, so even more people can hear the words all clear.
Brand new Ripley's is here with unbelievable new stories. Starts Tuesday at 9, only on Bravo.
Come on, mate.
He's gone down to us.
Get up! Time wasting!
Falling on deaf ears, though.
Guided.
Coming up on Fashanu's Football Challenge, Chelsea legend Dave Besson has hot tips for the goalies.
Pace on the ball will stick in your hand.
Lacey goes live on TRL.
Completely frigging shitting myself.
This is Pink, God is a DJ.
The Match Donkeys take their punishment Super Bowl style. And there's harsh words as the players get personal.
Terrible outburst.
He didn't stop moaning. He needs to really sort his life out.
It's been an eventful 6 months for the lads of Fash FC. After coming together at a special set of trials last summer, the 20 players have been on a roller coaster ride as they experience the ups and downs of the footballer's lifestyle. The squad have been entered into the Hendon and District League, one of the toughest Sunday leagues in the country. After a tough start, they quickly recovered to rise up the league table. But injuries amongst the players and friction within the team have taken their toll.
Nobody is bigger than Fash FC.
Away from the pitch, Fash FC have been enjoying the perks of the Premiership. They've been mingling with the rich and famous and attending premieres and parties, culminating in a recent star-studded celebrity match against the likes of Dean Gaffney and John Leslie.
Diamond puts Fash FC in the lead.
But for those players whose performance isn't up to scratch, punishment awaits in the form of the dreaded match donkey. Stewart faced a body whack, Martin got a colonic, and there was bug eating aplenty in deepest Wales. The players' minds must now focus on rising up through the ranks of the Hendon League. Plus, in 10 weeks' time, one player will scoop an amazing star prize. A 35 grand motor. But who will it be? Fashanu's Football Challenge. Football's never looked so good. Sunday saw Fash FC's biggest match ever, in front of thousands of supportive fans. The match saw more than its fair share of drama, which included a streaker, Warren being sent to hospital, and Jamie Spaniel getting sent off. Fash FC scorched to a 6-5 win and claimed the cup in a shower of glory and the full glare of the media spotlight. But now it's a jolt back down to earth. It's Wednesday night training and it's a whiteout. Lacey, Mike, Carl, Mark and Sam are the only ones dedicated enough to turn up. But after last Sunday, it's a bit of a come down.
A huge contrast from Sunday. Everyone was buzzing and kind of up for the celebrity game, and now today nobody's really made a big effort to turn up. Bit of a shame, really, but we'll all just go home and put a couple of pornos on, get warm and have a wank.
Last week's training did not go well.
Why don't you call for it? Let everybody know what's happening. You're going for it.
A good coach wouldn't stand in the middle of a set piece. Fucking hell.
Now both Mason and the gaffer have been snowed in, so training is cancelled.
The snow's come at a bad time. I mean, last training session before a big game against St Andrews, we probably could have done with a bit of fitness work and a bit of extra, you know, something bonding the team together. As it is, we're going a week without playing. I don't know, I mean, we haven't had a chance to talk tactics, get the squad picked by Fash, so we don't know who's playing, so we all arrive on Sunday morning with a question mark. Don't know, it's a shame, but it's the British weather, isn't it? You can't do anything about it.
Not much we can do about it in terms of getting out on the pitch tonight, but some fitness training indoors or something wouldn't have gone amiss for myself. And I think a few of the other boys, you know, they were kicking up last week saying they're not getting match fit, so we should have worked on some fitness indoors, no excuses.
But there is good news for someone. After last week's celebrity match, Fash has decided that Lacey deserves the reward for the man of the match.
Here it goes, Lacey!
He'll be making a live appearance on MTV's most popular show, TRL.
Mum, I've got a little bit of a surprise. I've got man of the match. Mad, eh? What?
Didn't I tell ya?
Mum, I think it's a joke, but they give me man of the match. Buzzing about it. Nervous as hell though. Live TV, little Lacey on live TV. Damn, I've got to get my hair cut or something.
But there's only so much fitness training to be had from chucking snowballs. And so for the hardcore Fash FC lads, it's going to be a long journey home tonight. New Fash FC keeper Mark led in 5 goals in his debut performance at the celebrity match.
First rule of goalkeeping, get your body behind the ball, son.
Training might have been cancelled, but there is no rest for goalies Mark and Stewart. Fash has arranged a professional masterclass from Fulham FC's goalkeeping coach, Wimbledon legend Dave Besson.
Well, first of all, we'll just go through a basic handing exercise, which is just to make sure his hands are in the right position when he's catching a ball, just to see where he's going wrong and what he should be doing.
Unfortunately, Stewart had a heavy tackle in a recent match against Hendon Town. He's fractured 2 bones in his foot and is out of action. Now we can only watch from the sidelines while Mark shows Dave his moves.
Good.
Dave quickly identifies one of Mark's weaknesses is to deflect the ball instead of trying to catch it.
So, I mean, with these gloves now, they have such good grip as well. It just the ball, if there's pace on the ball will stick in your hands. You know, if you have nice relaxed hands and your hands in the right position, if you want to catch it, like a couple of those there, you look like you think it's coming hard, and so you're doing that rather than saying I'm going to catch this ball. You know, we work in training. We work on catching the ball all the time. Even if the ball's in top corner, can you catch it? And then you make the decision to deflect. So as in it come a game, it's be second nature. You go for a ball, and it'll stick in your hands. Then if you deflect, you make the decision to deflect. That's it. If you turn, your body will follow. Yeah. So your head and round you go, and try not to get that movement where you go forward to go that way. Spin the foot in the ground and round you go. Turn.
Until his injury, Stuart was Fash FC's #1 goalkeeper. Now Mark is taking advantage of it, and all Stuart can do is watch.
I've been ball boy, fetching all the balls, but that's the way it is. Hopefully I might get another chance one day, so I do hope so. I really do.
One more.
We're not watching.
No pressure, Mark.
Go on, hit the net. No!
But is Mark any closer to stealing Stuart's crown?
I picked up some really good tips on my feet, on my hands, about catching the ball and things like that, and just some things we can take back into training with Fash FC as well. So it's been an amazing day. I've loved every minute of it.
The longer Stuart remains injured, the greater the chance he will lose his place as #1 goalkeeper.
I think speaking to him, he's very disappointed with his injury. He's disappointed to be missing out. I think he's disappointed about the fact that he's come down to a club like Fulham and had the opportunity to do a little bit of work and has had to stand in the cold, freezing, and not take part. So maybe when he's fit another time we'll be able to do some in the future.
It's a cold Thursday night in the centre of London, and the gaffer has handpicked 4 of his top ladies' men to attend the launch party of a new internet dating agency. That means girls and champagne on tap all night. But as they arrive at the venue, they're faced with a Fash FC challenge.
Okay, your challenge for tonight is to see how many lovely ladies you can charm. For every lady you get to give you a kiss, you will receive 1 point. For every flash of a bra or knickers, you will receive 3 points. For every girl's number you get, you will receive 5 points. Good luck, ladies.
So who's got the pulling power to score the points? Contender #1 is New Boy Carl, who was a hit with the ladies at the premiere last week. Can he have the same success again? Singleton Sean is an outsider in this race, but could still go the distance. Romeo Ricky scored for Fash FC, but has never quite got that far with the ladies. Can he turn it around tonight? Finally, ladies' favourite Aaron is no star striker, but regularly scores off the pitch.
In comparison to the other lads that we have out tonight with us, I think I'll do very well.
I'm going to go in there and just do the best that I can for the gaffer.
I'm just going to see how it goes and chill out, bubble to the vibes. You know, the gaffer challenged us to a little game of who's the biggest player. Might not be a player on the pitch, but in the club, I play all positions.
The challenge is on, and true to his boast, Aaron makes most of the dance floor action. He scores with a kiss right off the back.
We walked into the club, could have got a kiss off anyone, could have got anyone's number, but Aaron went for class.
And Aaron's not finished there, taking 3 points for an underwear flash, and he gets those digits for another 5 points. Things aren't going so smoothly for Sean.
I started talking to her and she just said she wanted to go for a pee, so that was a great conversation.
New Boy Carl has yet to score a point.
I just thought the other guys just absolutely obliterated it, so I thought I'd just leave it to them, you know? Just chilling out with the girls and just, you know, vibing.
But Ricky knows how to rack up the points. They can't see you, you can't see them. An easy 2 points there, mate. But nothing can stop Aaron. 2 girls at once, kisses and numbers, an easy 12 points.
I think Aaron definitely he's got balls of steel.
Aaron's just really shown me, you know, what he can do at the best level. It's just a pity he can't do it on a Sunday.
What's this? Ricky's scoring with girls that can see him? Crashed and burned.
evening has gone mediocre for myself.
I think he was poor, just like he plays on a Sunday. Probably his new haircut's not really helping him get that much attention.
Sean isn't doing too well at all. He's got a big fat 0.
Aaron gets hold of top glamour model and Fash FC favourite Lucy Pinder, scoring another 4 points. And let's face it, yet again, Aaron proves that off the pitch, he's Fash FC's premier striker.
I went over to Lucy Pinder, whispered sweet nothings in her ear. Before I knew it, her lips were attached to my cheek. The challenge was put in front of us. I predicted the winner. The winner has come forward. Here's my trophy.
Still to come on Fashanu's Football Challenge, the Match Donkeys make a run for it. And team rivals stick the knife in.
Just stand in there, pick him off. Simple.
This is a real dangerous position. They've got to cover that near post.
Be stimulated by sport. Read Johnny Wilkinson in the Six Nations Handbook, only in the new Saturday Times.
There's a world I can go and tell my secrets to. In my room, in my room,
Fasten your seatbelt and get ready for the ride of your life. 150 supercars, 3,000 miles, 14 arrests, over $50,000 in fines. Gumball 3000, the movie, narrated by Burt Reynolds. Own it now on DVD.
For your villa holiday, visit jamesvillas.co.uk. You could save when you book online. Relax by your own private pool with James Villa Holidays.
Women, don't expect any help on a Thursday. Nuts, the new magazine for men, every Thursday.
Unsurpassed engineering, unparalleled technology, nothing else performs like it. Champion, Mach 3 Turbo Champion. It's the closest, most comfortable shave. Now with a red-hot new look. Test drive one today. Mach 3 Turbo Champion. From Gillette, the best a man can get.
Hello, Direct Line Car Insurance.
Hi, I've had a nasty prank in my car.
Our man saved a lot of money with us, so let's show him what else we can do. Okay, let's get that car out of there and fixed up sharpish. And then we'll clean it and deliver it back to him wherever he is. He'll like that. Okay, what we'll do
Call or buy online and you could save up to 30%.
Wonder why there's no clouds in the sky and no tears in my eyes on a day like today. I wonder why there's no bluebird singing high and no tears.
Norwich Union. Together we're stronger.
Sorry.
Britain's Worst Driver 2. Weeknights at 8:30 on Bravo.
He's gone down, Gladstone. He's the opposition don't like that one bit.
Coming up on Fashanu's Football Challenge, the match donkeys feel the crush.
I'm pretty worried about your players getting hurt today, to be honest.
Man of the match makes MTV.
This is Pink, God is a DJ.
And Brenton's finally busted.
I'll never be my donkey. I'll never be my donkey.
Each week, Fash appoints a match donkey penalty for the poorest players on the field, and some of these punishments have proved painful. But after last week's match, it was left to you, the viewers, to pick this week's match donkey. And you picked Fabian and new boy Mark. So, in the spirit of the recent Super Bowl, the gaffer sent them on a training session with a difference.
I don't think we deserve to be here. I don't think we deserve to be match donkeys. I'm not happy about it, but you know, I have to take care of the man, so fair enough.
It's Saturday morning and the boys are in South London. As usual, Fash has left instructions on their match donkey punishment.
Good morning, ladies. You'll both be training with the American football team, the London O's. Brace yourselves, though. These boys take no prisoners.
They may get hurt here.
The guys look really tough.
Hopefully, me and Fabian will be leaving here alive.
Definitely, they will be injured today.
The saying goes, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
The training session today, we're just going to show them basically what we're about in American football.
While the lads get kitted up, Mark seems strangely confident.
Running around, catch a ball, go over the line, avoid getting hurt. Should be fine.
First time I do something like this, the guys look massive, but you know, that's life. We play shit, now we have to pay for it.
But it doesn't take the guys long to realise the need for all that padding.
Don't worry about the guys, what they're going to do. Just think about where you're going and catching that football. As soon as you've got that football in your hand, they'll make a hit on you.
If it's just about catching, goalkeeper Mark should have no problem.
Get that ball!
Here you go! Yeah, I'm pretty worried about your players getting hurt today, to be honest.
Well, it's bloody freezing down here in Southwark Park with the American football team, but I could have been a worse match donkey.
Or maybe not, Mark. Next to run the gauntlet is Fabian, who evades capture by running out of the field of play.
Being hit by the guys is really tough because they are big. To be honest, I am enjoying it because from here I can learn to be tougher in the pitch.
He's doing quite well actually. They haven't really got a big hit on him, but he looks a bit nervous right now. You can tell in his eyes. Go, 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 go! Go, go, go! Oh, well done.
We're doing pretty well so far. I'm impressed. For rookies anyway.
But things aren't going so well for Mark.
I took that right on my injured leg from last week. That's it, I'm done. Fucking hell.
Fighter Fabian continues to impress.
This guy, he's a gladiator. He's doing really well. He's doing really well. We're impressed with him. And he's getting into it now, you can tell. You can tell. So,
he's having fun.
He's having absolute fun.
So while Fabian carries on enjoying his punishment with his newfound friends, Moody Mark heads for an early shower. But their American experience isn't over yet. Stephen Lacey is not considered to be one of Fash FC's greatest players. So imagine our surprise when he scored at the recent celebrity match. After such a sublime touch, it would have been rude not to give this little fella man of the match. As a treat, he's off to MTV's Total Request Live to do some presenting.
I was pretty chuffed to hear the rewards, especially going on Total Request Live, MTV, and it's going out live as well to over 1 million viewers. Pretty nervous, but yeah, well excited. Good afternoon.
Fash is also appearing on the show, and Lacey finds the gaffer waiting for him in the green room.
And there's a gaffer down there watching TV.
We're not going live, are we?
It is live.
Okay.
It's all live. What element am I going to be involved with? So I'll play for Fash FC, I'm here with a gaffer.
You're going to be introducing the number 7 video.
As Lacey changes out of his work clothes, the nerves begin to show.
Hi, this is number 7 from Pink. I'm sure they said Pink.
With his knees knocking, Lacey is taken to the studio floor as his momentous moment awaits.
I'm completely frigging shitting myself. There's just too many people down there. I just need to be in a little room on my own. I can do it in here. I'm more worried about family at home, family and friends. Absolutely everybody's watching at home. People have left work to go home.
just to see me, so it's going to be a bit scary.
While Lacey sits tight, surrounded by girls who look at least twice his age, Fash has a bombshell dropped on him.
Oh, I've got an idea, John. Why don't you do 10 keep jumpies? I'll try, Dave.
Oh, the horror! Last time the gaffer tried to perform tricks on Paul Baker's Man of the Match fashion show, he made a right mess of it. Can he make amends on MTV?
Take your space, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10!
Back in the studio, Lacey's moment has finally arrived.
Steve Lacey. Steve, if you'd like to come and step up here for me, please.
Well, Lace.
Go on, Lacey, my son.
That's your camera. It's pink, number 7, God is a DJ. To make you feel more at home, I'm going to blow this whistle. Okay, you ready? Here we go.
This is Pink, God is a DJ.
Brilliant!
Let's see that again in slow motion.
This is Pink, God is a DJ.
Live on MTV, Steve Lacey, the little man, he performed well. At one stage I thought he was going to go into cold turkey because he was shaking like a duck and I thought I was getting a bit worried.
Maybe a shot of brandy or something just before going on would have settled my nerves.
Oh, Stevie's in his element. Look at him, he's surrounded by beautiful women everywhere. You know, as we were going in, you know, we sort of said who all the women for, and they said they're for Stevie. He couldn't believe his luck. So of course he's a bit nervous, but he's enjoying himself. My only worry is how I'm going to get him out.
Just had a little bit of a natter going on with the schoolgirls, was quite funny. They helped him out with the homework and stuff. Coming on MTV and presenting a track was pretty cool. I wished I'd have had more time on there, but it's cool.
Don't worry, Lacey. You've still got a leading role at Fash FC. Back in South London, Fabian is still being bounced around like a pinball. But he's earning the respect of the players. On the other hand, Mark is trying to justify not completing the training session.
But I picked up the injury, and with this game, it's all about, I think, all about speed, so you don't get hurt.
I think he's missing out because as a keeper, he needs to learn to be strong, and this is the best way to learn how to do that.
Now Fabian, he's got a different heart in him. He wants to go out and hit people by the looks of him. So he would work on defence, and we'd put him in with those guys because he really wants to put his helmet on someone.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
We're about to do something called a rabbit. He'll start 5 yards, 10 yards in front of our team, and our job is to chase him down. His job is to get away by any way he can, basically, not let him catch him. Okay, it's like the dog's getting the rabbit.
It's been great, and I never done this before, and the guys are really, really hard. They all got muscles, and you know, I'm just a little Colombian here.
We've decided now that at the end of this, Fabian's one of the family, and any time he wants to play with us, there's no problem with us. We'll take him in and really give him a good shot.
Hey guys, in you come. In you come. You'd like to stand over there?
But the day isn't over for our match donkeys, as the boys have one last surprise up their sleeve.
What you're being challenged to do is eat as many of these hamburgers in 2 minutes. The person who loses, okay, so the person who eats the least hamburger in 2 minutes, will be washing with a bar of soap our jock straps. Okay? So that's a bit of motivation for you to eat. Go!
Mark seems keen to redeem himself, but there's just no stopping Wonder Boy Fabian.
Both wash them if they carry on. Come on! Come on now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Put the burgers down, man. All right, man. Okay, hold on to your burgers, man. Can we hold those up? All right, who's got Mark 1 or Fabian? What do we reckon? Fabian. Sorry, man.
Unfortunately, the day has been a little too much for new player Mark, who, after storming off in a huff, has become the first player to bail out of a match donkey punishment. Fash will not be pleased.
If he cannot take this when there's not many people watching us right now, then he's not going to be able to take more things that might come in the future. I had a great day today.
Thank you, yeah.
New experience, you know, new challenges, and it was nice, yeah.
Sunday morning is a time for peace and relaxation, but not for everyone. If you want to liven up your Sundays, then get yourself out of bed and come down and watch Fash FC in action. Getting to the match is easy. The stadium is situated in Barnet, North London. By overland, travel to Cricklewood on the Thames Link. Come on! By tube, take the Northern Line to Brent Cross, and if you're coming by car, the nearest main roads are the A41 and the A406 North Circular. Entry to the stadium is completely free and everyone is welcome. Each match kicks off at midday.
See, taken on this left-hand side by Warren Wall. Great ball in. Oh, and it's straight in.
See you there. Still to come on Fashanu's Football Challenge, goalies Mark and Stuart duel it out.
Stuart's going to butter him. Stuart's about twice the size of Mark.
And is Brenton out of the squad?
If a player threatens to walk off and leave the team, that's down to the player.
He's gone down, clutching his leg. The opposition don't like that one bit.
Ooh, that smells bad. Hang on, I've got an idea.
No! Fortunately, there's Glade Touch and Fresh Bathroom.
That smells really nice.
Touch and Fresh Bathroom from Glade, breathing life into your home.
New Toilet Duct Duo Discreet coats limescale crystals so they can't stick to the bowl. New Toilet Duct Duo Discreet helps stop limescale starting.
She's back. Angelina Jolie is Lara Croft. Take home Tomb Raider: The Cradle of Life on DVD and discover Lara's secret world of extras, including 7 deleted scenes and 5 making-of documentaries. Tomb Raider: The Cradle of Life. Own it on DVD now.
Rules aren't the only things that get broken. Cheaper by the dozen.
A good thriller. That's what I like. Where the femme fatale sets the scene, chooses her victim, and strikes.
I just needed you to comfort me.
Think chocolate, think set the scene, think galaxy.
This Saturday, rock solid with the Daily Star and the first of 3 fantastic free CDs. Then let our sexy Love Bite CD get you into the mood on Valentine's Day and dance the night away to the slinky sounds of slow grooves. 3 great CDs plus your free football stickers starting only inside Saturday's Daily Star.
The basic syntax of XML, including the use of namespaces, info sets and web concepts. The primer aims at highlighting the essential features of the LTI of XML. Daryl! What? Daryl?
New tunes, where's your head at?
Cracks catch up with you. Repair your windscreen before it needs replacing. Call Autoglass on 0800 363636.
Did she just shake her Tic Tacs at her?
Go on, shake your Tic Tac!
With its deliciously minty burst and lasting freshness, there's never been a mint like it. New Extra Mints. Go on, try one.
Coming up on Fashanu's Football Challenge, Fabian and Ricky have a duel of honour.
I'm gonna kick his ass today.
There's frosty words in Face the Fash.
Jamie provoked him by doing that terrible tackle, and I think that's unexcusable.
And the players unite against Brenton.
Brenton. Big mouth Brenton.
It's Friday night, and the Fash FC players are arriving in Camden for their team social. This week, the lads will be trying to master the art of fencing, but it's a first for many of the boys.
I've never done fencing before, don't know what to expect. Looks easier than it probably is.
Yeah, I've put a few fences up in my time, you know, in the garden. So yeah, I've fenced before.
I think tonight it's every man out for himself, so I'm looking forward to it, definitely. Going to do marking so he can't play again, so I get my place back.
There's been a lot of backstabbing in the dressing room, so hopefully there'll be some front stabbing today.
You know, we're all getting kitted up with the kit and the masks and whatnot, so it should be entertaining.
But Mikey's having a few problems.
My ears. Can't get my ears in.
Welcome to the noble art of fencing. The idea, you hold this end, you hold the fat end, the other end goes into your opponent.
Before starting, the boys have a quick warm-up. First up, it's the Battle of the Strikers, with new boy Carl squaring up to goal-scoring king Sam.
Carl's quick as well, 10 times quicker than me. Let's just hope brain beats brawn.
Just call me Carl Tanyan. Carl Tanyan.
He's got a long way to go to be as good a goal scorer as me, but fencing, starting from a level pegging, apart from I'm 2 foot higher than he is.
Go, Sam. Oh, damn.
But off the pitch, it's Carl who takes the glory.
Alright, Sammy.
Ever since Ricky touched Fabian's girlfriend's bottom,
Are you accusing me of touching your girl?
there has been bad blood between the pair. Now it's their chance to settle the score.
You have to watch out what he says about people, especially with people that don't have nothing to do with the show. I'm gonna kick his ass today.
Okay, we ready? Fence. Oh! 1-0. Oh! Come on!
It feels great, man. I mean, I'm a winner. It feels great
Well
to
done.
win.
Okay, David, next 2 fences, please.
The final duel is between goalkeeping rivals Mark and Stuart.
Just stand in there, pick him off, simple. Don't need to go in for the attack, I'll let him do all the running around. I've got a bad foot, remember, I've got 1 foot today.
Every no one gets too adventurous until we get our helmets on and get out on our little runway. So I'm trying not to get too hurt. Stuart's going to batter him. Stuart's about twice the size of Mark. He's just got to just aim down somewhere, but you'll find him.
I think Mark might be a bit more nimble, so never know, you never know.
Fence.
Mark gets in with an early strike, but then runs carelessly onto Stuart's rapier.
Fence. Fence. Oh!
With Stuart 4-3 up, it's only 1 more point for him to win.
Come on!
It's Sunday, and today Fash FC are due to face league leader St Andrews, but the match is looking unlikely.
No way. No way. Totally waterlogged. It's deceiving. On the sides, where you get a lot of the green, it looks fantastic. And you can see the sun is out, the wind is blowing, which means it will dry the pitch very quickly. But in the middle, it's a write-off. Right decision. Anyway, our players aren't fit, so it suits us. 4 players down, 1 player suspended. We don't want to play St Andrews today right now. So if anything, I'm happy.
The FA League's decision is final, but the lads are still disappointed.
I've all of Sunday League football we've played between us. Have any of us played on a pitch worse than that?
I've never played on a pitch.
Yes. Every fucking week. Ridiculous.
Shocking, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't believe it's off. I mean, it's just a puddle on the pitch and they want to cancel it. gutted, and we're going to have to do some shit training as well, so waste of everyone's time.
Unaware the game is off, the lads are still turning up.
No, I'm not having that. He's doing that for the mace. Did he drop a burger?
Did he drop a burger on his foot?
Goalkeeper Mark was injured at the American Football Donkey Challenge. After losing the burger eating competition, he stormed off in a strop. But Fash and Mace have no sympathy.
I don't believe that Mark, after losing and letting in 4 or 5 goals, would then act like that. Would you?
We had some stupid burger eating thing in front of all these American football players who all thought I was a pussy anyway, for limping off halfway through training. And they wanted me to clean some guy's jock, which I wasn't too happy about. So I kind of left abruptly, to put it nicely.
There is still one player who has not shown up. At last week's celebrity match, Brenton was substituted in the second half and didn't take it well.
I don't give a fuck about everyone else. Everyone's shit. We give people a chance and they fuck it up week in, week out.
He received a very public dressing down for his behaviour.
Nobody is bigger than Fash FC. That's nobody.
Are you going to come back again next week?
We'll see. See how I feel.
He left with his future hanging in the balance and no one has seen him since.
That was totally out of character. I've only seen Brenton do that once, and that's when he lost it, when he just went crazy and was lucky not to be sent off. I see that once in a while Brenton has this monster in him which can be unleashed. I don't know what it is. Maybe when somebody pushes the wrong button, it just goes absolutely crazy.
If a player threatens to walk off and leave the team, that's down to the player. You know, we then work with 19 instead of 20.
Brenton has arrived, but he's got some humble pie to eat.
Not proud of what happened, so hopefully they'll understand that. If I get made match donkey today, then I'll take it. I did say that I'd never be match donkey, but fair enough. I guess I do deserve it. So if I get it, I'll get it.
Welcome back, lads. As you can see, the pitch is wet. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depends on where you're sitting, the game is off. Extra training instead. Now we'll be doing something a little bit different after training. This time the players themselves will vote who they want to be Donkey of the Week and who they want to be Man of the Match. And as we've always said, it's not just on the ability on the pitch. Ladies, get yourselves changed, get yourself out there.
Aaron wants to look at your book.
I'll never be match donkey. I'll never be match donkey. I'll never be match donkey. I'll never be match donkey.
You guys love me, man. You love me.
Hey, let's go! With Brenton's donkey status apparently certain, training gets underway to an audience of dedicated fans.
Jamie, Sam, I want to have you two in with each other, closer. What I don't want to have is I don't want to see you going to the right and you going to the left. Yeah. All right? What I'd like to see is 1 or 2 dummies where you're going straight for the ball, you dummy it, goes to Sam, turns round, just play it into each other, okay?
Good!
Keep your control. Keep your discipline.
Well done, Sam.
Good to do some fitness, get warm, it's a cold day, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's keen for me and Carl and Jamie to have turns at pairing each other up front, see who works best. Try and get a bit of telepathy going with Carl because he's new and he hasn't played with us before, so yeah, it's beneficial for us. I don't know about the other 18 players stood in the semicircle, but yeah, we're having fun.
While Fash concentrates on his 3 forwards, the rest of the squad are left out in the cold.
Same as usual, forwards getting a lot of stuff and we're just sitting around playing with them. Paul Baker style.
Training's brilliant, excellent. I'll say nothing.
Meanwhile, Carl tries to use this chance to show off.
Carl, come here, son. The time and place to showboat, son. Huh? You used to score me goals. You get me a hat trick and then you can showboat, okay?
Yes, Gaffer.
All right, good.
At last, everyone gets a run around in a game of 5-a-side.
Yeah, let's go. Shawnee, what's up?
Time.
But even that's not enough to make some people happy.
We're supposed to be training like professionals, and yet we've got a 7-year-old kid in goal. What's all that about? Do you think when Spurs were training, they turn and say, "Oh, we're a few players down. Here, mate. I know you're waiting for a bus over there, but do you think you come over and help us out, make up numbers?" I've come here to better myself. I've come here to learn off other players and to improve. And I feel like this session is bettering me.
Still to come on Fashanu's Football Challenge, Brenton's Unrepentant.
No, Gaffer, you're missing my point as you did last week. My point was that you put me in a position I didn't want to play in and then dragged me off.
And the players pick their donkey.
Very disgusting with his attitude, and he needs to really sort his life out. Final trick of the day.
Man eats hat. The end. It's a mini adventure.
Look, mate, if you ever get a girlfriend, I'll eat my hat.
You know what really turns me on is short, ugly, balding men who drive minis. Oh!
Cracks catch up with you. Repair your windscreen before it needs replacing. Call Autoglass on 0800 363636.
Bob and Joe, like most teenagers, have dozens of friends to call, but there's a big difference between them. Joe's parents have Telly 2, so his national calls only cost them 2.5 pence per minute. Bob's parents are still with British Telecom, so they pay 7.9 pence for his calls. You won't change a teenager, but you can change your operator. Call Telly 2 free on 0800 279 5400. Telly 2. Why pay more?
For your villa holiday, visit jamesvillas.co.uk. You could save when you book online. Relax by your own private pool with James Villa Holidays.
Get one of these 3 polyphonic ringtones for your Nokia. Just text the word Polly followed by the song name you want and send it to the number 8181. So text Polly and the song name to 8181.
New to own on DVD and video. Heart-stopping terror in Dreamcatcher. A trip to the wilderness becomes a journey into hell that will threaten mankind.
I've quarantined the entire area. Nothing leaves alive.
Dreamcatcher. Buy it, rent it on DVD and video now.
Bev!
Kev! Bev!
Kev? Bev? Kev?
Bev! Kev!
With an AA car loan, the typical APR is just 6.6%, so you might surprise yourself with what you can afford.
Nice car.
Thanks! We used to have one of those.
To get more car for your money, just ask on 0800 374 999. Call now, and you could also get a free AA car inspection.
Women, don't expect any help on a Thursday. Nuts, the new magazine for men, every Thursday.
Brand new Ripley's is here with unbelievable new stories. Starts Tuesday at 9, only on Bravo.
He's gone down, clutching his leg. The opposition don't like that one bit.
Coming up on Fashanu's Football Challenge, Brenton faces the gaffer.
No, Gaffer, you're missing my point as you did last week.
And who is crowned this week's match donkey?
He's going to be dressed the whole Sunday in a nursing gear.
Each week, the players get a chance to have a gripe with Fash. Because of recent trauma, both on and off the pitch, Fash has called an extra long session to deal with it.
I'd like to train how the professionals train. I don't know if the professionals do the things we do. I doubt it.
The lads seem to switch off, lose interest in the game.
Gaff, I think you rely too much on Mace to start off a conversation, whereas you're the gaffer. If you feel like giving the players shit, you give them shit.
Some players are given more time than others.
You've got 4 seconds to talk to myself and Mace and tell us what you don't like about us.
That's your 4 seconds.
Warren was badly injured during a tackle with Ralph Little, and the gaffer has some professional advice for him.
No, leave it on, leave it on. That's it. Do you think you did anything wrong there, Warren?
There's loads of things I've done wrong.
Okay, shall I tell you them?
No.
Number one, when you're injured, you've got to go down and you've got to scream like a baby and let everybody know you're injured and let the match be stopped. Let the ball be kicked off the pitch and we'll stop the match. I was very surprised. I was watching the match, Mason I was. The next minute I saw you alongside me.
I didn't want to go down and start waving my hand around. One, I didn't want Ralph to know that he hurt me.
Yeah.
And the other one was, I just thought my head got light. Hospital, ambulance, stitches straight away.
Since new goalie Mark joined the squad, Fash wants to know from Stuart who his #1 keeper really is.
Do you think Mark is more than more of a threat to you?
No, I'm not bothered by Mark at all.
Good.
No, he's not a threat to me, I don't think.
Good. Why should I play you and not Stuart?
Well, personally, Stuart's a great goalkeeper, and I wouldn't put him down. But I have to feel personally that I'm better than him, and I should be playing goal in front of him. Obviously, that means I have to prove myself in training, and if I get another opportunity in a game.
Do you really feel you're better than Stuart?
I do. If I didn't feel, I wouldn't turn up.
Mark has also upset the gaffer by storming out of his donkey challenge.
I mean, you were match donkey this week.
Yes.
You lost your temper at the end of the day. What happened? What was all that about?
I was going okay after half an hour, taking all the hits and stuff until I got injured.
Mace?
Gaffer, I don't know if it's me or you, but had you had any explanation today of why he wasn't training?
No, none at all. I was waiting for that.
You know, at the end of the day, myself and the gaffer run the team. You've come in, we've seen you limping, we've gone out training, we've seen you out there. But we hadn't had one explanation or come up to us and said, I took a knock yesterday, you know, I don't want to train. Nothing.
I'll have to take that on my shoulders, it's my fault. Next time I should inform you both.
The gaffer asked the players how they feel they've been getting on at Fash FC.
I mean, I absolutely love now being labelled the worst player at Fash FC because I can't do nothing wrong and I come on and I score. I just always want to play.
So keep it up, young man. Keep it up. Well done, Stevie.
Well done.
I think quite a few of the guys are starting to get a little bit above their station, thinking that, you know, they're not as, because they know how it all works now. The cameras has been on them for a while, you know.
I hope I'm not going to be saying the same thing to you in 6 months' time, am I?
No.
I've always wanted since I was 15, 16 to walk down that street and to be, you know, someone to say my name. And when the boys came down to Cardiff, whatever club we went into, they knew our names, they knew our ages, they knew where we were from, and they would be all saying, "Where's that wanker Tony Charles?"
At last week's celebrity match, Jamie Spaniel was given a red card for the second time for what he considers to be a fair challenge.
Is there anything you want to say to Mace and myself?
No. Am I playing next week? I've got to be honest, there's no need for that in football. There's no need for that in a friendly game. The man was going nowhere, and yet Jamie took it upon himself to take him 2-footed from behind. He didn't get the ball. The fella who got tackled, he retaliated as Jamie Spaniel would if it was done to him. But Jamie provoked him by doing that terrible tackle, and I think that's unexcusable.
And finally, Brenton must at last face the gaffer and Mace after his dummy spitting session at the celebrity match.
I personally, as the gaffer, was disappointed, totally disappointed. Come off by all means, be upset, be disappointed by all means, but the way you came off.
You're right, it was out of character and I'm not proud of it at all, and I'm sorry, Mace, sorry gaffer, and I've let everyone down. Said it was just frustration, just being so wound up.
But you understand why we all got so angry, don't you?
I guess so, yeah.
This is not the same Brenton that I was talking to 6 months ago. What's happened to the change? You weren't like this. I mean, at the end of the day, nobody likes being dragged off. Nobody.
No, Gaffer, you're missing my point as you did last week. My point was that you put me in a position I didn't want to play in and then dragged me off.
No disrespect to you, Brenton. At the end of the day, who's going to play in that position is our problem.
Brenton seems fairly sorry, but will the gaffer keep him on the squad?
Brenton's case was, I think he's learned to eat humble pie, because I tell you, that was some serious back treading. I mean, if there's anybody going to do the backstroke and learn it quickly, that's Brenton. Because I tell you what, Brenton was close to the edge.
With the one-on-ones over, there's one last thing that needs to be decided. Man of the match and the dreaded match donkey. Due to the match being rained off, the gaffer has thrown the decision to the players. In the privacy of Sue's physio room, each player is given the task of writing down who they feel deserves a man of the match treat and who they'd like to get the donkey treatment. What could be easier?
Man of the match is Jam. He just puts in 100% all the time. He's never moans, never complains. He just gets on with it, does the job, does training. I think he's a great lad.
Lacey, for the fact that he scored, obviously against the Liberties. He's probably never going to score again in his life.
Here he goes, Lacey!
And he scored on the celebrity match.
Warren, and our captain, he's led by example and he's played exceedingly well consistently throughout the season so far.
It's not like Warren Moore to get himself in too much trouble, and if he does, he can usually get out of it.
Warren, and purely a football level actually this week, from the celebrity match that we played last Sunday. I thought he was having a fantastic game until he got taken off.
Stuart Collins, the reason is he got injured when we played Hendon in the 1-1 draw.
Between Stuart Collins, who comes out and may well be hurt there.
He's a thoroughly nice bloke and he's never won it before.
The reason I've picked Jamal is I thought he had a good game in the celebrity match. He's consistent week in, week out.
I vote for myself because I feel that I've contributed a lot to Fash FC.
Man of the match should be me. You might think this is a bit rubbish, but I think I should be man of the match.
Aaron, because I think he's a gifted player. I think he's absolutely fantastic on and off the pitch.
Mr. Jason Phillips. One reason is because he's so committed and he keeps travelling all this way from Wales just to sit on the bench.
Stuart, he played on with 2 broken bones. He's brought a lot to the team. He got a lot of flack at the beginning, and he's a great guy.
Warren. And the reason why is because he got a nasty injury in the last game. He always gives his best. Team captain, good football player.
I have chosen Patrick as my man of the match because he's been a really good player during the whole season, and I don't think he has been man of the match yet.
I'm voting Jamal because I think even though he's a young man, he's got the skills, he's got a wise head on his shoulders, and the boy is going far.
Stuart Collins.
Stuart and Jamal are neck and neck with 4 nominations each, with only Brenton's vote remaining.
I've got to go for myself, because I know everyone else has voted for me as donkey.
So there's a tie for man of the match between Stuart and Jamal. Fash will have the deciding vote later. Now it's time to vote for the match donkey.
Match donkey, B.
Big man Brenton.
Brenton.
Big mouth Brenton.
Everyone's going to vote Brenton for his little outburst, but I'm going to go with Fabian because I think he was sulking today.
And Brenton,
the big man.
It's Jason, because he didn't stop moaning and he was terrible.
Definitely Brenton.
He was an idiot last week.
Terrible outburst.
After the celebrity game.
Lost it a bit.
Toys, rattle, dummy, all out the pram there.
I'm very disgusted with his attitude and he needs to really sort his life out.
For his total lack of commitment.
He has failed to grasp the concept that there's no I in team. Because he said he'd never get match donkey.
Never been match donkey. Because it's the majority vote.
With the votes cast, the gaffer gives them the news.
Man of the match, ladies. It is a tie. Yes, a draw. Stuart, stand up. Give him a round of applause. Hold on. Come on, stand up. Because Jamal was being a little bit of a piggy,
just before Christmas, and he put on